It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Thursday, the 24th of April. This is James Spann. Alabama's weather not changing much today and tomorrow. We'll have scattered showers and storms around like recent days, but the showers should be thinning out by the time we get to the weekend. Upper air look showing a fairly weak zonal flow here across the deep south. The main stronger core of the upper winds to the north of here, looking like summertime. It is a summer-like pattern right now. The calendar says April, but that looks more like early June. Here's the radar composite across the deep south this morning. Patches of light rain in progress across Alabama and some of the adjacent states, nothing too heavy. Temperatures are mostly in the 60s to start the day. We're expecting highs in the upper 70s and low 80s in most locations today. And once again, remarkably quiet across the country today. That's the watch warning map. But later, severe storms will likely form from West Texas up into parts of the western high plains over to near Denver. Tomorrow, got a marginal risk out around Wichita Falls and Lubbock, Texas, into southwest Oklahoma. Day 3, which is Saturday, a marginal risk, again, parts of West Texas, eastern New Mexico. Let's go to day 5, which is Monday. We have an enhanced risk over Iowa and some of the adjacent states. The broader risk on Monday running from Oklahoma to parts of Minnesota and Wisconsin. And on day 6, which is Tuesday of next week, got a risk of severe storms from near the Red River up to about Detroit, Cleveland, and Indianapolis. And all of this remaining north and west of Alabama. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days. And, of course, your number could be different because of the random scattered nature of the showers and storms. Rain amounts could exceed 1 inch for the Tennessee Valley, under a quarter of an inch for much of South Alabama. So here we go, model fans. We'll take it one day at a time. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 4 o'clock this afternoon. And again, you can see the winds aloft here are very light, have a ridge in place. The stronger winds aloft up to the north. And we remain in this soupy, humid air mass today, like we see in June and July and August. Only thing, it's not going to be as hot, of course, this time of the year. We'll see upper 70s, low 80s with scattered showers and storms. This is the high-res HER model, valid this evening at 6 o'clock. And the radar could look something like that, but not exactly like that. But there's evidence that the showers should be a little fewer in number today, maybe not quite as strong. We've seen some small hail the last couple of days, but with the warmer air aloft, the air should be a little more stable. So this is tomorrow. Really not much change. The better chance of scattered showers over north and west Alabama. The rest of the state dry, highs mostly in the low 80s. And concerning the weekend, this is Saturday, and again, the ridge strengthens a little bit. And so we think the showers should be fewer in number and more widely spaced over the weekend. That's Saturday, and this is Sunday. Much of the weekend should be dry, but understand there still could be a few little pop-up showers about. Highs for the weekend should be in the low and mid-80s. But again, for race weekend at Talladega, that's pretty good forecast. Understand we can have some very violent weather, organized severe storms in mid to late April. We all know that. In fact, Sunday, this day you're looking at here, it represents the 14th anniversary of the generational tornado outbreak of April 27, 2011. So again, news is pretty good for our friends going to the races at Talladega this weekend. Same thing on Monday. There could be a shower, probably not many. Tuesday looks relatively dry. Wednesday looks relatively dry. Highs up in the middle 80s next week, and this is a week from today, Thursday, May 1st. And a pretty good shortwave coming out of the plain states. And again, we've got a surface low that is forming over Louisiana. And there's evidence we could see an increase in the number of showers and thunderstorms out there toward the end of next week, maybe Thursday night and Friday with that feature. Let's go out 10 days. This is Saturday, May 3rd. That trough is on to the east, and we are mostly dry if this works out. Rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble, the mean right at 2 inches between now and the 9th of May. Temperatures coming off the NBM National Blend of Models, upper 70s today, low 80s tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, mid 80s next week, lows mostly in the 60s. And the latest long-range guidance, this is for May 1st through May 7th. Temperatures very close to average. CLCs yesterday. Creepy-looking clouds. And, of course, again, if you watch these weather videos, and I thank you for watching these weather videos. There's a good chance you're a weather person. You like weather. And I think you know what that is. That is scud underneath a non-severe storm. But, a lot of people that are not weather dweebs, that they see this stuff, and they'll report it. They literally will report that as a tornado. And again, they mean well. They're not trying to harm anybody, but it's almost like you just hope that maybe once in somebody's life they'll take an introduction to storm spotting, so they'll have a little better idea of what they're looking at here. But, of course, all these cloud features yesterday were creepy looking but absolutely harmless. Again, these were all taken about 2, 3, 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. This is a shelf cloud here. That's on the leading edge of a storm that was non-severe. And about the only issue, small hail. The air aloft was sufficiently cold enough, the updraft was strong enough for some small hail to come down in spots. That was up in northern Jefferson County, but we had a lot of instances of this with those heavier storms. And remember, when it comes to pulling the trigger on a severe thunderstorm warning, that is not a severe storm because those hailstones are not the size of a quarter, 1 inch in diameter. That's the criteria. When the hailstones exceed 1 inch in diameter, that's when the storm is severe. But again, we saw a lot of small hail. It actually accumulated in spots yesterday. It's always cool to see that fog induced by hailstones that was yesterday across the state. So today, going to be up in Athens, I-Academy at Athens Elementary School. And then after that, going to be doing a program at Concord Elementary School. So got both Limestone and Jefferson County today. Tomorrow going to be in Shelby County at Hilltop Montessori School in Mount Laurel. And then tomorrow evening, I'm going to be live at the Talladega Super Speedway for the evening newscast on ABC 3340, getting set for race weekend. And again, on Saturday, we have a book signing. Looking forward to this. We're coming to Russellville. Going to be at the Grind Cafe and Coffee Shop in Russellville, right on U.S. Highway 43. We'll be there between 10 a.m. and 12 noon. And if you like weather, you need to come. We've got all kind of cool weather shirts and hats, and, of course, our children's books. We've got All You Can Do Is Pray. We're coming up on the April 27th anniversary. We'll have that. We'll have Weathering Life, which is my story, and much more. We take a lot of pictures, and we have a lot of fun. So, again, the Grind Cafe and Coffee Shop in Russellville, Franklin County, Northwest Alabama, Saturday 10 to noon. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.